Hello, welcome to day 10 of Lenten Devotionals. Today's passages are Exodus 16:14-31 from the Old Testament and Mark 4:21-34 from the New Testament. In the passage from Mark, we see three different parables that Jesus speaks to help people. The purpose of these parables is to help us better understand God. Through these parables, Jesus shares how we should share what we know about God with others and what the kingdom of God is like. For this video, I will focus more on the Old Testament passage. So again, the passage for the Old Testament is Exodus 16:14-31. A little earlier in Exodus 16:3, we read, "The Israelites said to them, 'If only we had died by the Lord's hand in Egypt. There we sat around pots of meat and ate all the food we wanted. But you have brought us out into this desert to starve this entire assembly to death.'" God heard this grumbling from the Israelites. Despite the fact that God had brought them out of Egypt where they were in slavery, they were grumbling and quite upset. So God provided them with food. He gave them manna. It's just so important for us during this Lenten season to remember that God always provides for us. Sometimes when we give something up like meat or an activity like watching TV or something, we're like, oh, what will we do with our time? Or how will we survive without this? But it's just so important to remember that God always provides. So we should not just give that one thing up, but rather fill that time up with spending time with community, reading the Bible, or just praying and increasing our quiet time, whatever it may be. Just know that God is always providing for you. So we should use our time wisely during this Lenten season. Later in Exodus 16:18, we read, "And when they measured by the omer, the one who gathered much did not have too much, and the one who gathered little did not have too little. Everyone had gathered just as much as they needed." So this is important to remember because not only does God know exactly what we need, but he knows the exact amount we need. Whether we think we have too little of something or too much of something, God has only given us the right amount. And it's just so important to remember, especially in this Lenten season. In Exodus 16, verse 32, Moses says, "This is what the Lord has commanded. Take an omer of manna and keep it for the generation to come, so they can see the bread I gave you to eat in the wilderness when I brought you out of Egypt." It is important that we remember what God has done for us. Even more than that, we should be sharing it with the coming generations so that they know what God has done for their ancestors. So especially during Lent, we should be sharing with others who God is to us and all the wonderful things he has done for us. So during this Lenten season, let's try to explain to others the purpose of Lent, that we're not just giving up food to lose weight or watching less TV to help our eyes, but rather let's share with others who our God truly is.